Page 47, Sakura, or cherry blossoms. On page 46, they're talking about the primary chords for E minor. You need to know these in both hands. So this is the 1-4 and the 5-7 chords. So try and get an idea what those are. Yeah, in this piece on page 47, you're using them quite a bit in the left hand. It's kind of nice. There's a few things here I'd like to point out, not too much, because it's pretty straightforward. You can use the fingering they're showing you, it's fine. Last line, let's just look at the last line. I'm not going to change anything, I'm just going to point it out. In the right hand, it's here, and then the next measure, and then the last measure. Watch the fingering. 1, 2, 3, 5, and then the left hand plays the, crosses over to get the last note. The left hand just has the chords. There's really nothing to point out there until the end, and I showed you that. It's yeah, you get that. The pedaling, I would like to make a minor change on the pedaling here and there. I don't know the song well enough. They're showing one measure phrases, and I don't like short phrases. It just makes it sound choppy. So if I play it so I can hear the phrases, it's this. So if that's okay, then do it that way. But otherwise, I would tend to take the first two measures and put them together in one phrase. And then go on. It's up to you. You decide what you want to do. It's just that if you're going to break the phrases, just lift the pedal so you get some silence in the right hand. You can do silence in both hands if you want, if it'll be easier for you, I don't care. Now, in the second line, in the second measure, if you pedal that the way they're telling you to, you get this. Now, if you don't mind that sound, that's fine. I don't like the this. It's just too much. So, I would prefer not pedaling that measure until the very end of the measure, and the only reason to pedal at the end of the measure is so I can connect it to the next measure. So it's this. Like so, that's what I would recommend. Same thing with the last measure of the third line. A lot of teachers, when they have students, they just tell the students what the teacher likes to hear. Oh, I like this better. I like that. And the student just blindly, oh, okay, I'll do it this way. And I still disagree with that approach. You're the performer, and in time, you're going to learn to interpret things yourself. So I give you some leeway. Which do you like better, this way or that way? I have my preference, but it may not be the same as what you want. So you decide. At the end, the B fermata, I'm going to hold that 4 counts, and the hands will come up, and the pedal comes up at the same time. At the bottom of the page, the last line, you have a retardando in the second measure and a dotted line. That means slow down. Dotted line means keep slowing down for that long. Then in the last line, you have a morendo. A morendo is like dying away. Sort of like a decrescendo. I guess it is like a decrescendo, isn't it? But each note you play here gets softer. And you're getting slower as you play it. So if I do the last line, it's this way. You just die away. Did you catch the tricky part in the left hand? First measure of the last line is here. The E's tied. Don't play it again. Hold it down. Just play the top notes. See, they're being tricky. Most people wouldn't pay any attention. They just play it again. And that's not what's written, so that's incorrect. Don't do that. So let's try this out. It's in common time, or 4/4 time. Remember that? You do the dynamics. Now that applies to the melody, so do all that. It's important. All right, I'll give us 4 counts. Let's try this together. Right hand here, left hand here, foot's on the pedal. 1, 2, ready, go. Hold, 2, off.